Hi, and thanks so much for stopping by. Have you ever spent hours cleaning only to look around and feel like nothing's changed? I totally get how frustrating that is. You spend all day tidying up, but your home still feels like a mess. Right? I've been there too, feeling lost and not knowing where to start or what to focus on. But after a lot of trial and error, I figured out some simple tricks that actually made a huge difference in how I keep my home tidy without feeling like I'm always cleaning. Today, I'm going to share with you 12 easy and effective tips to help you keep your home clutter-free without wasting time or energy. I've been using these tips in my own home for months now, and honestly, I haven't had to do a big cleaning overhaul in ages. It really works, especially if you have a busy life like I do. These tips are simple, practical, and can fit into even the busiest schedule. Number 1 is something I wish I'd known years ago because it completely changed the way I clean. Don't miss it. Number 1, let's start with, I'm sure you've been there opening the kitchen cupboard and immediately feeling stressed because the lids to your Tupperware containers are nowhere to be found. It's like the lids have a mind of their own, right? You store the containers in one place, but when it's time to use them, you can't find the matching lid. I used to spend so much time digging around trying to find the right lid for the container, and honestly, it would drive me crazy. So I decided to make a small change that has made a huge difference putting the lid back on the container immediately after using it. It sounds so simple, but trust me, it's a game changer. Instead of hunting for a lid every time I need a container, everything is already ready to go. No more frustration, no more wasted time. This change not only saves me time, but it also makes my kitchen feel so much more organized. I don't have to deal with random lids scattered all over the place or having to sort through piles of mismatched pieces. It's just one small habit that takes less than a minute but helps keep my kitchen neat and functional without extra effort. If you're struggling with a messy kitchen and always feeling like you can't find what you need, try this simple tip. You'll be amazed at how much time it saves and how much stress it cuts out of your day. Tomorrow, I'll continue sharing more tips, including how to organize your kitchen in a way that saves you time and energy. Stay tuned. Now let's talk about something else that used to drive me crazy, the endless search for matching lids for Tupperware. Next, something we all struggle with: the kitchen. You know that feeling when you open a cupboard and it's like a mountain of mugs and glasses is staring back at you? It can be overwhelming, right? I used to have way too many mugs, seriously, over 40. But here's the thing, I wasn't using all of them and the clutter kept piling up. So I decided to simplify. I kept just enough, about 10 glasses and maybe 12 mugs. Why? Because we don't need more than that. When friends come over, we're fine with that number. I stopped holding on to mugs just because I might someday use them. This small change immediately made my kitchen feel so much lighter. It also cut down on the stress I felt every time I opened the cupboard. If you haven't done this yet, start with just a few items. It'll feel like a weight has been lifted off your shoulders. Now let's move on to another game-changing tip: organizing your pantry. You know that moment when you open your pantry and it feels like you're on a treasure hunt? Bags everywhere, half-empty packets, and the occasional can of beans you forgot you had. It's like a mystery every time you try to find something. I used to have pasta and rice hiding at the back of the pantry, only to discover they were way past their prime. Whoops, guess I wasn't planning to eat that this week. So I made a simple change: clear containers for everything. Now I can actually see what's inside. No more guessing or digging through endless bags. Everything is visible, neatly labeled, and easy to grab. It's like a whole new world when you open the pantry, and trust me, it saves me from buying duplicate items. Not only does it make my pantry look so much cleaner, but it's also helped me save time and money. I'm no longer finding things I didn't know I had, and I don't get tempted to buy another box of cereal I don't need. You'd be surprised how much a little visibility can change everything. If you want a pantry that works with you instead of against you, try making the switch to clear containers. It's a quick fix with huge rewards. Next up, let's dive into how to keep your snacks organized and actually easy to grab without making a mess. You know, that dreaded under the sink area, that space where everything just gets tossed in cleaning supplies, sponges, laundry pods, and who knows what else I used to open that cabinet. And it felt like I was stepping into an episode of Hoarders. Everything was a mess, and I could never find what I needed. My solution: keep it simple and organized. I switched to clear drawer containers, so now I can just pull out the drawer and instantly grab what I need without digging through piles of bottles. I also keep things minimal, just the essentials. No more random bottles of cleaning spray I bought on sale but never used. I'm sure we've all been there, right? Now, when I open the cabinet, it's like magic. Everything is in its place, and it takes no time to grab what I need. Plus, I can actually see what I'm running low on, which helps me avoid buying duplicates. Trust me, keeping under the sink organized doesn't require a major overhaul. Just a few drawer inserts and some simple habits, and suddenly that dreaded cabinet becomes a place you don't mind opening. Next, let's move to the kitchen drawers, those often overlooked spaces that could use a little decluttering. Kitchen drawers, we've all been there, right? You open them and it's like a junkyard of mismatched utensils, old receipts, batteries, and who knows what else. You want to grab a spoon or a knife, but instead you're pulling out a tangled mess of random stuff. It's one of those small areas of the kitchen that seems like it's not a big deal, but it adds unnecessary frustration to your daily routine. So I decided to tackle this chaos by adding drawer dividers. Sounds simple, right? But the impact is huge. I divided my drawers into sections for each item: knives in one section, spoons in another, and smaller items like measuring spoons in yet another. This simple step turned a chaotic drawer into an organized, functional space where everything has its place. Now, every time I open the drawer, I can grab exactly what I need without digging through a jumbled mess. It doesn't just save time, it also saves me from getting frustrated and wasting energy looking for things. The beauty of it is that this organization doesn't require a lot of extra effort. It's just about creating systems that make things easier in the long run. This small change has made a huge difference in the way I use my kitchen. The drawers are cleaner, and I spend less time searching for utensils or kitchen tools. Plus, it's a small step towards making my entire kitchen more organized, which feels like a win every day. Now let's talk about something that can help speed up your cooking and cleaning routine: organizing your pantry. We've all been there, a snack cupboard that's more like a disaster zone than a well-organized space. You reach in for that bag of chips, and suddenly you're pulling out 12 other bags, half of which are almost empty or crushed. It's like a snack battlefield. To solve this, I started using small containers to organize the snacks. Instead of just throwing everything onto shelves, I grouped like items together. Cookies in one container, chips in another, and granola bars in yet another. This simple method not only helped me find things faster, but it also kept everything neat and easy to grab. Now I can open the snack cupboard and everything is in its place. No more digging through a pile of random snacks, and I don't end up with half-empty bags that are hard to store or forget about. Plus, it helps me keep track of what I actually have so I don't buy duplicates every time I go to the store. Next up, let's talk about how you can keep your pantry organized in a way that saves time and reduces food waste. Next, you know that moment when you open your pantry or kitchen drawer and find sprouting potatoes or onions? It's like they have a mind of their own, growing roots and starting to rot without you even realizing it. I used to just toss them in a drawer or the back of the pantry, thinking they'd be fine. But guess what? They always ended up in a sad, sprouting mess. So I decided to try something simple: mesh baskets. These baskets allow air to flow around the potatoes and onions, which keeps them fresh for a lot longer. And the best part, they make it so much easier to access. I can see exactly how much I have left without digging through bags or getting frustrated. Not only has this change reduced waste and saved me from throwing out food, but it also makes my pantry look so much cleaner and more organized. It's a small tweak that makes a big difference in both function and appearance. No more hidden rotten potatoes or onions at the bottom of the pantry. Next, let's talk about how to keep your fridge organized and actually save time when you're looking for something. We all know how annoying it is to unload the dishwasher and have to walk all the way across the kitchen just to put the plates away. It doesn't sound like much, but doing this multiple times a day adds up. It always felt like one of those unnecessary extra steps that could have been avoided, especially when you're in a rush or just tired from cooking and cleaning. So I decided to make one simple change: move the plates to a drawer right next to the dishwasher. Sounds small, but this little tweak made a huge difference. Now when I unload the dishwasher, I don't have to take extra steps across the kitchen. The plates are right there, just a few inches away. I simply open the drawer, put them in, and move on. This change has saved me so much time. What used to feel like a hassle now takes just a few seconds. Plus, it keeps the whole process of unloading the dishwasher more efficient, which is something that really matters when you're trying to get things done quickly. Not only does it speed up my day, but it's also one less thing I need to think about when I'm doing the dishes. I've found that the more you simplify these daily tasks, the more time you can spend focusing on other things that matter. Next, let's move on to how a little bit of organization in your kitchen drawers can make a big difference. How many times have you gone grocery shopping without a list, only to come back with a bunch of things you didn't need? I know I've done this way too many times. You think you'll remember what to buy, but somehow you always end up with duplicates or things you didn't even realize you were out of. My solution was simple: make a shopping list every time I go to the store. I keep a notepad in the kitchen and jot down things I'm running low on as I notice them. Then, when it's time to shop, I just take the list with me, no more impulse buys, and I can focus on getting exactly what I need. This small habit has saved me both time and money. I no longer waste time walking down aisles I don't need to be in, and I don't buy things I already have. It's a simple yet powerful way to make shopping less stressful. Next, let's talk about how organizing your pantry can really help streamline your cooking routine. How many times have you finished cooking and been hit with the overwhelming sight of a sink full of dishes and a counter covered in ingredients and utensils you forgot to clean up along the way? It feels like the cleaning process is another huge task you have to face after you've already spent time cooking. I know I used to dread it, especially after cooking a big meal. The thought of cleaning everything up afterward would make me want to put it off for hours. But then I realized there's a much simpler way: clean as you cook. It's so simple, yet it makes such a big difference. I started washing dishes while I was cooking, wiping down the counters as I went, and putting away ingredients I was done with. For example, while waiting for something to boil, I would wash the cutting board and utensils. Or, if I was stirring a pot, I'd wipe down the counters. The change was huge. By the time the meal was ready, the kitchen was already halfway clean. There was no overwhelming pile of dishes waiting for me, and I wasn't left with the stress of cleaning up a huge mess after dinner. It made the whole process of cooking feel more manageable, and I could actually enjoy the meal without that cleanup anxiety looming over me. This small habit of cleaning as I cook not only made my kitchen tidier, but also gave me more time to relax after a meal. The best part, it doesn't take much extra time at all, but it cuts down on stress and keeps the kitchen feeling calm and under control. You know those little items that seem to pile up around the house? Pens, paper clips, batteries, random office supplies, they all end up scattered in drawers, kitchen counters, or worse, stuffed in a bag somewhere. It's one of those things you don't really think about until you need something, and then you find yourself digging through a pile of random bits just to find one tiny item. I decided to tackle this by using small containers to organize these little things. Instead of letting them pile up or get lost, I use small, clear containers to keep everything sorted. Pens go in one, paper clips in another, and so on. The best part: since the containers are clear, I can immediately see what's inside, and I don't waste time searching through clutter. This simple system has worked wonders in keeping my space tidy and functional. It might sound like a small thing, but it's made a huge difference. I can now grab whatever I need without turning the house upside down looking for it, and I don't have that feeling of being overwhelmed by clutter anymore. It's a tiny change, but it makes a big impact on your daily life. You'll be amazed at how much easier it is to stay organized once you start keeping track of all those little things in their own place. Next, let's dive into how to optimize your kitchen setup to make everything even more efficient. We've all faced that moment when we open a cabinet or drawer and can't remember what's inside. Whether it's a box of leftovers in the fridge or a container in the pantry, not knowing exactly what's in each item can cause unnecessary stress. Plus, it leads to wasting food or buying things you already have because you simply forgot. So I started labeling everything. It's such a small habit, but it's made a huge difference. I label food containers with the date I store them so I know exactly when I made the meal and when it's time to eat it or toss it out. I also label pantry items like bags of rice pasta or flour so I know exactly what's inside and how much I have left. It's a simple way to keep track of everything and eliminate the guesswork. When everything has a label, there's no more opening the fridge or pantry and having to play the guessing game. This has helped me avoid food waste, save time, and stay in control of what I have at home. The best part, labels can also help you organize small items like office supplies or even kids' toys. It just keeps everything where it belongs and saves you from searching for what you need. Now with everything labeled and organized, it's time to make sure your daily routine is streamlined even more. Let's move on to optimizing your morning routine. So there you have it, 12 simple yet effective tips that have made a huge difference in my daily routine and home organization. From decluttering your kitchen to labeling everything, these small changes add up and create a space that feels calm, functional, and stress-free. If you're tired of feeling overwhelmed by the mess around you, I encourage you to start with just one of these tips today. Whether it's organizing your drawers, simplifying your pantry, or cleaning as you cook, you'll be surprised at how much easier and more enjoyable your day-to-day tasks can become. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you want more practical tips for organizing your home and making life a little easier, stay tuned for more videos coming your way. Thanks for watching, and I hope you feel inspired to declutter and simplify your space today.